100 years ago, Margaret Sanger, her sister, and Faina Mendel, the Yiddish interpreter, were arrested 2 weeks after they opened the first health center in Brooklyn.
It's so hard for those of us of this generation to even have the concept of what it was like to be a woman in that time, where you really had very little to no rights.
Women couldn't vote. It was illegal to talk about birth control. I don't believe they could hold property in their own name. And low-income women and most women had many, many children because they had no access to birth control, and they also had no access to quality health care, which means many of their children died and many of their mothers died.
The thought of having the freedom to make some decisions around your sexual health did not even exist.
A long time ago, in the mid-60s, counselors at Planned Parenthood could talk to women about anything. They couldn't refer them when it came to abortion. Unitarians provided that service for them, and I was delighted when Planned Parenthood finally was able to step into that realm itself and become that voice, a much larger voice than the voice of any individual clergyman might be, and become a real standard for women's rights in this community.
Planned Parenthood is often perceived as a women's health center, and that's no longer true. It also serves men. It also is serving the transgender community. And that's a community that really has not found very many welcoming homes.
I live in San Francisco now, and I am working hard to become a full-time circus performer. I identify as queer and transgendered, female to male. And there are places where you can go, like PPNorCal, that provides a safe space as well as affordable hormone treatment for a community that really needs it.
When you go into a PPNorCal office, the people working there and the people that are coming in for service often reflect the community. And I think for my generation, I see Planned Parenthood as a champion of women's rights and of individuals. And keeping that around, you provide a lot of communities with affordable, accessible access to reproductive health.
In the past 100 years, we have not only kept pace, we have set the pace for reproductive health care in this country. We have been one of the first to provide counseling and services to men.
PPNorCal is a critical part of this healthcare safety net across the state. 92% of our clients are at federal poverty rate. Gone from serving one county, now we serve 20 in totality.
The donors and staff of Planned Parenthood understand that this is a controversial mission. They chose us knowing that.
There are many foundations that do provide funding for the health aspect of reproductive rights, but there aren't very many that provide to the highly politicized area of abortion rights. So I've been a donor for approaching 50 years.
1 in 3 women will have an abortion in their lifetime. And I feel that in order to get rid of the stigma around these things, we have to tell our stories.
We're so proud of our health center and the services they provide, but we do a robust program in our school districts.
Comprehensive sexual education is mandated now in California public schools, and we as educators are updating their sexual health curriculum to include all forms of comprehensive sexual information as well as LGBTQ rights and all the information that comes with that.
A good business model is how to anticipate, what's happening in the future. That is one of the great characteristics of Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood NorCal is evolving into a platform that not only provides services at a typical clinical setting, but also for clients that want to use their apps to get care from us.
As a youth health educator, I've seen a lot of interaction with our recent apps. It makes me excited because it provides them a very accurate source for their questions.
I'm so confident that this mission will continue to the next generations and the next, because it's so essential for human dignity and our joy.